As you go through life, you start to realize there's a lot of questions that maybe don't have answers. Maybe not the answers you want to hear. What is the meaning of life? Will RGT ever settle down with a nice woman? But I'm not concerned about those things. I'm concerned about important things. I'm concerned about things that matter, such as where the hell are these two games for my Nintendo Switch, and one of these games is also available on Xbox? Because I've been waiting long enough for these games. You've already announced these games. We already know they're coming, and there's things I want to say about this, because 2022 is wrapping up. I'm starting to wrap up my content for the year. I'm going to take a few days off and enjoy the holiday season and just relax a little bit. But before I go, I still have some things to take care of. And one of these things I need to take care of is, where is Advance Wars and where is Goldeneye? Where are they? Where are they? Advance Wars. Let's talk about Advanced Wars first. This is a game, okay, I can understand the optics of releasing Advance Wars around the time of the conflict with the Russia and the Ukraine and all that sort of stuff. Maybe it would be a little bit insensitive due to the story matter in the game. Yes, it does look like a cartoon game. No matter where you sit on the fence, whether you agreed with Nintendo, whether you disagree with Nintendo, I can understand your viewpoint and I can respect your viewpoint on this. But it's been a while now, okay? It's been a year. It's been 1 year since we've known that Advance Wars was done and supposed to be released, and yet we still don't have this game yet. And it seems like it's not an issue of quality. The game is done. WayForward has already made this game, and it looked pretty damn good from what we saw in the footage of the game. It looked like Advance Wars, except you get the first two Advance Wars games, and there's some online play in it as well. Let's not sit here and say that Nintendo had a great second half of 2022. Sure, there were some games that released, games that appealed to some people, didn't appeal to others, but I don't think it would have hurt anyone. I don't think it would have been a big deal to just slot Advance Wars in there and just been like, hey, this game is finally coming out in a few weeks, so that people can get hyped about it, people can get their pre-orders in, or understand what's going on with their pre-orders, because we haven't heard anything about this game. And I understand that conflict is something that is still happening in those regions, but conflict happens everywhere. They just released a new Call of Duty game. I've been playing it, where the people at Call of Duty are like, oh, we might need to delay this game. This game, it's an actual war game. We're actually like killing people. Like, you could shoot technically innocent people in this game and stuff like that. Should we go ahead and delay it? No, because the world keeps turning, things keep happening. And like I said, I understand the initial delay with the game, but I don't understand why on December 17th, at the time of the filming of this video, I haven't heard a damn thing about Advance Wars. I understand it's not going to be a game that lights the world on fire. It's not going to be a game that sells millions and millions of copies for Nintendo, but it's a game that I'm looking forward to, and other people are looking forward to. And the radio silence on this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Come out with a statement. Did you cancel the game? If you canceled the game, just come out and say it, so that people aren't sitting here wondering and hypothesizing what is actually going on with this game. But the other game in question, I feel like, is why you're here. It's what I put in the title, and we're going to get into it, because where the hell is my Goldeneye? Where is my Goldeneye? You don't understand, okay? Back in the N64 days, I preferred Goldeneye to Perfect Dark. I was not a huge fan of Perfect Dark. I like the game in retrospect. Don't crucify me, Joanna Dark people. I didn't like the 360 game that they came out with, Perfect Dark Zero. God, that was a piece of shit. But I was a fan of Goldeneye more so. It was the game I got first. It was one of the first, console games to have four-person online, or not online, local multiplayer, where you could shoot each other in these little boxes on the screen. And if you were a screen watcher, you were a dirty cheater. I was a dirty cheater. I don't care how I win, as long as I win. Goldeneye was, of course, something that had been rumored for so damn long. It was something that everyone thought that it had gotten to a point where it's like, this game is never coming out. And then we got this leaked build of Goldeneye remastered from 2011 that hit the Xbox Live Arcade, that was supposed to hit the Xbox Live Arcade, but was never released. And then everyone thought, well, maybe that's the version that's coming out. What version of the game is coming out? And then it was revealed what version of the game is coming out, and that was even more confusing. That even made less sense, because you got to remember, when you got Goldeneye, you have different properties here. You have different people that own something with the rights. You got Nintendo, you got Microsoft who owns Rare, who developed the game, and then you have MGM Studios, the people behind the GoldenEye license. So to get all three of these things in a perfect triforce of perfectness, so that they were all going to play nice with each other and allow this game to be released on something, was something that a lot of people didn't expect. But then at the last Nintendo Direct that we got, they were like, GoldenEye's coming. GoldenEye is coming to your Nintendo Switch with online play. GoldenEye is also coming to Xbox without online play, but it's going to have 4K 60 graphics on it and stuff. So there's like two versions of this game that exist, which is strange. And we don't even know what this game looks like. We don't know anything about this game. We can assume some things, but I think that could be a bit foolish with this. People are expecting the Xbox version of the game to be like the better version of the game because of the 4K 60. If it's that original N64 build, just upscaled, is that really better? Is that going to be noticeable, 4K 60, in that it's going to be that much more noticeable than the Switch version? We don't know what the technical aspects of the Switch version are. I'm going to assume that this is the vanilla GoldenEye experience from the N64. It's not going to be that remake. I think we're all pretty much in agreement with that, although they could just release some footage of it, a trailer that maybe had a release date for the game to sort of quell these theories that I have, but alas, that they haven't. So I'm going to assume it's going to be that N64 version with just some minor polish, you know, some cleaned up textures, better frame rate, which I think would make everyone happy, because the original GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, that frame rate sucked. Especially when you're playing a multiplayer, I'm talking like 10 frames per second at times. So if they clean that up and make it better, you know, will the differences be really distinguishable between the Xbox version and the Nintendo Switch version? But have they cleaned up the Nintendo Switch version to have good online and have better frame rates? We've seen games get enhanced frame rates with the Nintendo Switch Online service. The most recent game, I believe, was Pilot Wing 64 that actually went up to 60 frames per second from 30 frames per second. So it's not outside the realm of possibility. Let's not act like it's an act of Congress to make this happen and you need to go through all these channels. No, you simply just make the game look and run a little bit better, because emulators can do that. I feel like the technical wizards at Nintendo can figure out a way to enhance the visuals of this game, can figure out a way to enhance the frame rate of this game. But we go back to the main question here. Where the hell is GoldenEye? Where the hell is Advance Wars? Look, Advance Wars, say what you want about it. GoldenEye, it makes perfect sense. And I hope that this video is dated, like in a day or two, maybe even the same day, because I'm uploading this on Sunday. Maybe Sunday, Nintendo makes the announcement. Because remember, folks, we haven't gotten an N64 game announcement for the month of December. We're over halfway through the month. Are we getting an N64 game in the month of December? Are we just gonna skip this month? And it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me, because if I'm Nintendo and I'm Microsoft, or, you know, by extension Rare, I want to hype this game up. You know, it's the perfect game to where you go see your family or something. You see, maybe if you got brothers or sisters or something, cousins, whatever, people that you grew up playing video games with. You're like, yo, remember GoldenEye? Remember how we used to play that game a bunch? Well, it's now on this Nintendo Switch thing, and we could play it here. And play a few rounds with your family, play a few rounds with your friends, play a few rounds with the people that you're gathering with during the holiday season, or even play the game online with your online friends and stuff like that. And the fact that Nintendo just seems to be completely oblivious to this is crazy. Christmas is like a week away, dude. It's like a week away. We still don't have the N64 game announcement. We still don't even know what it is. We're all assuming it's GoldenEye, but what if it's not? What if it's just some other random ass game? It's just so weird to me. It's bizarre to me, and maybe I'm overhyping the impact of GoldenEye and the relevance of GoldenEye in 2020, but I don't feel like I am, because whenever I talk about GoldenEye on this channel, people get excited. Those videos do very well. Whenever, you know, my peers or other people within the YouTube space make update videos on GoldenEye, people get excited. People want to play this game. They want to revisit this game or potentially play this game for the first time to see the game that laid the groundwork for first-person shooters on home consoles. Give me the damn game. Give me the damn. Are you excited for GoldenEye or Advance? It's Christmas, dude. I'm losing my freaking mind over here. You know how many things I have going through my head all the time? It's crazy. Can't even think straight half the time. Do you want Goldeneye before Christmas? Because I sure as hell do. Santa, bring me some Goldeneye. That's all I want. My car to get fixed. But beyond that, Goldeneye. Golden Eye. And as always, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Like I said, I still have some loose ends to wrap up before I sort of, take a few days off. I have a sponsored video that I'm waiting to hear back from. I gotta wait to hear back from that. And yes, your Balan video is coming. It'll be before Christmas. You can all burn in hell for making me do this. Because you know what? I'm doing this for you. I'm not doing this for Metroid. Metroid did not sell 3 million copies in its first year. Nintendo confirmed that by not updating the number. You want to assume stuff, you can go ahead and assume stuff. Over here, we deal in absolutes. Numbers don't lie. And Nintendo has not updated that numerical information. Until they do, which whenever that happens, doesn't matter. Because they didn't do it within the first year. Suck it. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.